Hey pals, this is Soul here to get you filled in on what is up this week in Warcraft. Be sure to help the YouTube algorithm by liking this video and subscribing for more content. The 17-year anniversary for World of Warcraft continues for the next couple of weeks, featuring outdoor and PvP content for some goodies. A hotfix was deployed last week to ensure that the toy and Dragonhawk mount from Doomwalker is a guaranteed drop, which is great if you were there at the time, but a 100% drop rate usually means that you don't get as many people returning for repeated farming because, well, you know. In case you're not familiar with how to do this, now is the time to use the pre-made group tool by opening the Dungeons and Raids tab and selecting pre-made groups. Select Custom, then find a group, and then type Doomwalker in the search filter. If there are no groups, you can make your own too. Just select Start Group instead of Find Group, choose a snazzy name like, I don't know, Doomwalker, list the group, and start inviting people as they trickle in. The holidays continue with Pilgrims Bounty, which starts now and extends until next week. It's a smaller holiday that mostly focuses on a lot of running around between major capitals and cooking a bunch of food. Historically, there haven't been a lot of new things introduced with this holiday. Keep an eye out if you're part of the Venthyr Covenant, but the big thing from this holiday is a 10% rep bonus from completing a minigame near your capital city. Stack this on top of the anniversary buff for a nice boost. This week is the dungeon event, so completing 4 mythic or higher dungeons will score you a piece of heroic gear from Sanctum of Domination. Pile this on top of the dungeon quest from Oribos and the holiday bonuses for even bigger gains. This week's announced Brawl is Warsong Scramble. Now, last week was supposed to be Shadowpan Showdown. In fact, it was Shadowpan Showdown, but according to player reports and my own frustration, it never worked all week, so technically they were right, I guess. Whatever the case, Warsong Scramble, assuming that it comes, is basically faster Warsong Gulch, with a few runners doing nothing but grabbing flags, while the rest of the team tries to figure out what to do with up to 6 flag carriers in play. Over Mythic Plus World, this week's affixes are Tyrannical, Inspiring, and Quaking. Man, I hate Inspiring. I mean, okay, I really shouldn't. As a Paladin main, I can just Repentance that one mob and grab the rest. Easy peasy, but you see, I'm bad at the game, and I just never end up doing that. I just grab them all and tell the team to smoke the Inspired mob before everyone gets killed. Depending on the dungeon, some pulls are definitely nastier than others. Meanwhile, Quaking is mostly forgettable except in a few situations, and it's the only thing to worry about when taking on bosses. So while you've got to be a bit careful with trash in certain dungeons, overall this isn't such a bad week. In other news, most of the WoW team is off on holiday break, so while some of us are pretty excited over the 9.2 data mined information, it's unlikely that we'll have a playable build this week. You never know though, so keep an ear open. Someone's likely to scream the news into your ear if the PTR does in fact go live. The industry continues to turn on Activision Blizzard with recent news from Nintendo's Doug Bowser condemning the reports of the studio, finding the accounts quote distressing and disturbing, and mentioned taking action without many specifics. He joins the likes of Phil Spencer of Xbox and Jim Ryan of PlayStation, who shared similar stances in emails obtained last week. There's a certain significance here, with all of console gaming sharing similar opinions, but for the record, these are the opinions of Western counterparts. Sony and Nintendo's main headquarters are in Japan. There's no telling if the holiday week means that there might not be significant shakeups. I'll mostly be off this week too, but you can probably catch me on stream at the usual time for a chat over coffee. For now, that's it, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.